Hello students, today we are going to discuss about mixtures and their separation. In the previous chapters, we have studied about elements and substances. You already know that substances are broadly classified into two groups, pure substances and mixtures. Now, what is a pure substance? A pure substance consists of particles of only one kind. Elements and compounds are the two types of pure substances. Elements are made up of the same kind of atoms and compounds are made up of the same kind of molecules. For example, gold is an element that is made up of only one kind of atom, that is gold atom. Therefore, gold is a pure substance. Similarly, water is made up of only one kind of molecules, water molecule. So, water is also a pure substance. Now, the characteristics of pure substances. A pure substance has a definite composition. For example, a piece of gold is composed of only atom of gold. Similarly, a glass of water is composed only of molecules of water. A pure substance has a definite set of properties. For example, all atoms of gold have the same properties and so a piece of gold has a definite set of properties. Similarly, a sample of water shows all the properties of a molecule of water. A pure substance has a fixed melting and boiling point. For example, ice has a fixed melting point of 0 degree, while water has a fixed boiling point of 100 degree centigrade. A pure substance cannot be separated into its components by physical means. For example, molecules of water cannot be split into oxygen and hydrogen atom by any physical method such as heating or freezing. Now, what are mixtures? A mixture consists of molecules of two or more substances in any proportion such that they do not undergo any chemical change. For example, air is a mixture of a number of gases such as oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Each substance in a mixture is called a constituent or component of a mixture. The molecules of one constituent of air are different from the molecules of the other constituents. Now, the characteristics of mixtures. The constituents in a mixture may be present in any ratio or proportion. For example, in a mixture of salt and water, the amount of salt and water is not fixed. A glass of water may be mixed with 1 spoonful, 2 spoonful or 3 spoonful of salt. Each of these samples is a mixture of salt and water. A mixture does not have any specific property of its own. In a mixture, each constituent exhibits its original properties. For example, pure oxygen supports burning and so does the oxygen present in it. Similarly, the taste of salt is salty on its own and it also tastes salty when mixed with water. A mixture does not have a fixed melting or boiling point. For example, a mixture of a glass of water with 1 spoonful of salt will have a different boiling point from a mixture of the same amount of water with 5 spoonfuls of salt. The constituents of a mixture can be separated by simple physical means. For example, iron dust can be separated from salt by using a magnet. So, the constituents of a mixture remain chemically separate and no new substance is formed. Students, now we are going to see mixtures. Mixtures are of two types, homogeneous mixture and Heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture are further classified into suspension, emulsion, and colloids, whereas homogeneous mixtures are classified into alloy. What is a homogeneous mixture? A mixture in which its constituents are mixed uniformly is called homogeneous mixture. In case of homogeneous mixture, the two or more substances are evenly distributed throughout the mixture. Following example will make it clear. If we add 1 spoonful of salt and then 2 spoonful of salt in 1 liter of water separately and stir them thoroughly, in each case a salt solution is formed. This salt solution is homogeneous in nature, but the proportion of salt and water is not same. Sea water, salt water, syrup, milk, fruit juice, ice cream, medicine in solution form, etc. are some of the examples of homogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixture of metals can be formed by mixing 2 or more molten metals. This homogeneous mixture of molten metal on cooling forms a solid which is commonly called an alloy. An alloy is a mixture of 2 or more metals. Some familiar examples of alloys include brass, bronze, pewter, cast and wrought iron, steel, coin metals, etc. Alloys are usually synthetic material developed by scientists for special purposes. They generally have special desirable properties quite different from metals from which they are made. Example, wood's metal is a mixture of about 50% bismuth, 10% cadmium, 13% tin, 27% lead that melts at 70 degrees centigrade. Students, next. Heterogeneous mixture. A mixture in which its constituents are not distributed uniformly is called heterogeneous mixture. Most of the mixtures occurring in nature are heterogeneous. For example, soil is a mixture of hundreds of compounds and elements. Its composition changes from place to place. A mixture of sand, salt, charcoal and sulfur is a heterogeneous mixture. We can easily identify each of the constituents of the mixture under a powerful magnifying glass. Furthermore, we can see under the magnifying glass that at some places there may be more sulfur and at other places more salt or charcoal or sand. Students, as I told you, heterogeneous mixtures are further classified into suspension, emulsion and colloids. First, we are going to see emulsion. What is emulsion? Emulsion are defined as colloidal systems. Those disperse phase and dispersion medium are both in the liquid state. An emulsion is a colloid of 2 or more immiscible liquid where one liquid contains a dispersion of the other liquids. In other words, An emulsion is a special type of mixture made by combining two liquids that normally don't mix. The word emulsion comes from the Latin word meaning to milk. Milk is one example of an emulsion of fat and water. The process of turning a liquid mixture into an emulsion is called emulsification. Some examples of emulsion: oil and water mixture are emulsion. When shaken together, the oil will form drops and disperse throughout the water. Egg yolk is an emulsion containing the emulsifying agent lecithin. Crema or espresso is an emulsion containing a water and coffee oil. Butter is an emulsion of water in fat. Mayonnaise is an oil in water emulsion that is stabilized by the lecithin in egg yolk. The photosensitive side of photographic film is coated with an emulsion of silver halide in gelatin. Next is suspension. Suspensions are defined as mixtures wherein one chemical substance is dispersed in the other and can be observed as standing particles when left undisturbed. It is a heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances. In it, the particles are suspended throughout the solution in bulk and can be easily seen by naked eyes. Here the particles of the solute do not dissolve in the solution and are rather suspended. Particles of the suspension are large enough to scatter the rays of light and the path of ray is visible through it. Some common examples of suspension are mixture of chalk and water, muddy water, mixture of flour and water, fog, mixture of dust particles, and milk of magnesia. Colloids. Colloids are defined as heterogeneous substance in which one substance is dispersed as very fine particles in the other substance called the dispersion medium. A colloid is a mixture in which one substance of microscopically dispersed insoluble or soluble particles is suspended throughout another substance. Sometimes the dispersed substance alone is called a colloid. The term colloidal suspension refers to overall mixture. Unlike a solution whose solute and solvent constitute only one phase, a colloid has a dispersed phase and a continuous phase that rise by phase separation. Some examples of colloids are whipped cream, mayonnaise, milk, butter, gelatin, jelly, muddy water, plaster, and colored glass. Thank you.